board game review video. So let me just grab some games. I'm going to be kind of reviewing a lot of fun games. Here's one. This is a fun board game video game. That's a good one. There's so many good ones. I'm not sure if this one's that good. I don't remember it being that. It's kind of too simple, I think, but I kind of forgot. But I'm just showing different games fun board games that I found. Some are funner than others. This one seemed pretty fun. This is another board game video game. Bible trivia. This one's good for like Sunday or whatever day your Sabbath is. You know, just to, you know, if you want to learn about the Bible, you could learn about it in different ways like that. Also, there's like another one like this. Bible. It's kind of like Bible bingo. This is an old one, but there's ones probably like it that are modern too. See. Anyway, I'm just showing like some of the fun games I found. If you like to collect games, I might give you a few ideas if you want to. Mr. Mouth and Blockus. Blockus I put in there too. I took it out of the box, which isn't really recommendable, but I was trying to make room because I had so many, but you know, that's what I did on a few that I didn't really like the covers on. Although actually I kind of like the cover now that I think about it, but anyway. Pinty. This one's a really fun one too. This is kind of like almost like a puzzle game, but it's really simple too. It's just like with these little round disc things. Some of these are kind of similar, but they're different too. Like Pinty and Blockus are kind of similar, and also Othello is all kind of similar type of concept. So if you like one, you might like the other ones. The Smurf game. This one's really simple, but I liked it as a child, and for nostalgia I got it. But playing it now, I'm a little bit outgrown it, but it's still cute though. Because it's so simple, you know. But I remember enjoying it as a child, so I just kind of like playing it again. This one's really simple too, but it's still kind of fun. Look how huge it is, wow. So yeah, since I live in an area with a bunch of hermits, and since my mother's the only one who's friends with me, I like to play a lot of games, because I don't really have like a spouse and a family. I don't have much of a life, I don't have much to do, and so I decided to try to still have fun in life and collect a bunch of games. And so yeah, I'm still single and looking and everything, but it's like really hard for me. I never click with anyone. I'm really picky, so like I wanted a business partner. Most people aren't really like a business partner type, and you know, I wanted all this certain stuff. Was really picky. I was really, you know, Solar Quest. I remember liking this one as a child, so I got it again. It's really fun. And so yeah, I tried to like cheer myself up and buy a bunch of games, which kind of helped. Because, you know, sometimes it's really fun just to go to a park and play a game, or even at home, because we love to go with the dogs to the park hopping, you know. Austria, whatever it's called. Anyway, this one's really fun too. It's really simple, but it's really fun. Because if you want a game that's not like too complicated, sometimes the simple ones are fun. Sometimes they're almost boring though. It just really depends. That's why I'm kind of reviewing them, so you kind of know which is which. I mean, if you like to collect games, you know, it's like if you get bored and you want something new, and like that's how I get. I don't know. And so I like to collect all this fun stuff to do, to take my mind off my problems and to have a more fun life, you know. Like I enjoyed them as a kid, and that's what cheered me up as a kid. So I like them still too. This I never get around to playing, but it's kind of fun. I remember liking it as a kid, but yeah. Okay, I know ones like this are really simple, but I enjoyed it as a child, so I kind of collect it just for nostalgia. And it's fun too, in a little simple kindergarten way. But, you know, I'm like in my 40s, but I still kind of like sometimes these little innocent games like that. I mean, because I don't like the sorcery games or anything weird, like, might be popular. I think there should be, like, a board game place where you play some of the old vintage games. And I'm just showing there's a lot of fun vintage games if anybody wants to make, like, a board game center for the more innocent vintage games, because sometimes there's those board game playing centers, but they're just for the weird sorcery games, and I don't like those, so, yeah, I don't go to it. But I think there should be another place for the other ones. In case people like the other ones too, because they're more mainstream anyway. These more family games, you know, or whatever they are, or the nostalgic ones you grew up with. Trivial Pursuit, that one's a good classic. I remember growing up playing that. That was fun. There's a lot of good. I remember enjoying growing up playing a bunch of card games, like, I don't know, like Go Fish and Crazy Eights. Not these exact ones, like, well, I might have had some of these, like, old 80s, like, ones. Animal Rummy, you know, like, I just remember having some of these old maid. I really hated this game as a child in a way, but I liked it. But I was like, oh, I don't want to be an old maid, and then I wind up being one, and it, like, my worst fear came true. This game traumatized me as a child, kind of. Like, it made me afraid I'm going to be an old maid, and it, like, happened. Hello Kitty. War. Well, this one's kind of negative. I don't even know if I like this one now, like that, just because it's associated with that negativity. Snoopy. Well, this isn't really a game. That's just, you know, they're just cute little card games is what I'm saying. Crazy Eights. You know, some of these are fun. Especially when they're the nostalgic ones like this. You know, like the old 80s ones or 70s or 60s ones. I don't know what year this is. Some of these are cute. I had some of these cute ones as a child. I really liked them. Tinkerbell. I'm just saying there's cute, like, characters on some of them, and some of them are just kind of fun to play sometimes. You can play different games on them. I got so many games I could review and recommend for videos. It's like craziness. Upwards. This one's kind of like Scrabble. Oh yeah, there's also a couple games we have downstairs that I wanted to also say are good. Mastermind and Scrabble, of course, the good classic. Upwards, this is like Scrabble. There's like too many good games, really. I mean, there should be like a board game place to play games. Just because. Look at this cool skirt I got. It's like 80s style. And I love the 80s and the 70s style. I just... Because this era doesn't have much style that I like. It's like the plain Amish style. In fact, Amish are more fashionable than this era. It's so plain. But like... So I like to go back to other eras and like try them. Like, you know, nostalgia. Because I just miss the 70s. All the cool feather hair and all that cool stuff. And the long part in the middle and the cool ponytails. I just miss all that cool stuff. Like, I got the end of it a little, but when I was born in 79, I like just missed all the cool fashionable eras of the new wave skirts and all this fun ponytails and everything. So I'm just doing it belatedly, okay? Because it's just fun that way. So. Oh, there's also Q*bert, but it's stuck under a video game console in there right now, in that cabinet right now. It's hard to get to. Let's see. All these are kind of hard to get to because, see, they're in like these containers, but I wanted to show a few to review. It's really good to put them in like plastic containers. I will show because, you know, just so you don't have to clean the dust off very much, because cleaning with wet wipes and stuff might damage them, especially if they're vintage games. See those containers I put them in? Those are really good. Those are recommendable. If you want ideas of how to, like, organize. I have the worst camera tripod, that's why I don't use this very much. It, like, always falls. It's, like, not good at all. Okay, Freeze Frame. Now, this is a good game. I just played it today. It's really fun. It's like a puzzle game, right? I love puzzle games. They're good for the mind and they're just fun. Okay. Now, I'm trying to make that good. Okay. I'm just trying to film. Maybe I'll put the rest on another video. This can need to be a long video here.